Welcome to the Davidson Football Coaches Show with Coach Paul Nichols, presented by J.J. Wade and Associates. And Coach, football season's here. We're ready to roll, and I know you had a great preseason.
Well, I tell you what, it was a real, great time of year. It's one of my favorite times of year. August training camp. Sometimes the players don't believe that, but it really is my favorite time of year because it's football, and it's an opportunity for the 2016 team to really begin their journey in training camp and not only practice a lot and lift weights and watch film, but just be around each other. And that's what's really so special about this game to me and our coaching staff, and I know for these players, is these guys remember the times in the locker room during two-a-days or in the cold tubs or on the practice field. I mean, those are the things, the bonds they forge that really are special to them over the years. And it's funny you say that because on Saturday night I was able to run over to Graham Elmore, who was a teammate of mine and a really unbelievable player here. I went to his wedding, and there were 10 of my teammates and hadn't seen him in 2 or 3 years. And you know, it's the first thing you talk about is the two-a-days and the practices and this, that, and the other thing. And it was really special coming off of training camp to get an opportunity to see those guys.
Coach, going into the season, you've got some captains.
Well, I'll tell you what, we did things a little bit different this year, and really pleased with the leadership. The guys that we elected, the team elected as seniors were Travis Stubblefield and Grant Polofsky. As juniors were Jonathan Shepard-Smith and Ben Rowell. And as sophomores, we elected Boo Jordan. And I really feel like those guys are going to give us a big lift in leadership. We've also got 19 seniors, which is by far the largest senior class that we've had, at least since I've been here, and that's exciting. So the leadership is strong, and we're looking forward to tremendous help from our senior class, most importantly from our captains in making sure that what we want to get out of this season is what they want to.
Now, Coach, when we look at the newcomers coming in, a lot of balance there.
Well, I tell you what, we've done as thorough a job recruiting in terms of trying to integrate newcomers into our program at specific positions in an effort so that there's roster balance because you know, sometimes you get roster imbalance, and it makes things very difficult just to practice, as well as depth concerns throughout the season and really long term. And so we brought in 32 newcomers, and really excited about those guys. They've done a tremendous job integrating into our program. Had a nice training camp. A number of them are really challenging for time right now, whether it's offense, defense, or special teams, and a number of them are guys that we see really, really bright futures for over the next 4 years.
Coach, one of the things we've got a sponsor now on our coaches show here. I want to tell you about J.J. Wade & Associates, conveniently located in downtown Davidson, an independent insurance agency with all lines of insurance. Their professional staff focuses on client needs, providing solutions and building trusting relationships. Visit them in downtown Davidson or go on the web, www.jjwadeinsurance.com. Coach, always get JJ in there.
Jay Wade is a phenomenal person and a true Davidson Wildcat. I'm excited he's on board for our coaching show.
And we go way back, even with his dad at Davidson.
Absolutely. Long line of Wades at Davidson College, and just really excited and cannot be just thankful enough that he's involved.
Coach, now we've got a couple players coming in here just in a second, and starting maybe a line of guys for that.
Well, I tell you, we've got two guys that are going to visit with you, Mark, that are really first class, that are what Davidson's all about, and really, really important to them that this football program is run in first class manner. Their work ethic is tremendous, and I'm really excited about them being a part of our program.
Okay. Austin Wells, Nate Casey coming up next. Welcome back. We're with Nate Casey, linebacker from TK, South Carolina, a senior. And boy, you've been racking up some big hits all across the season. I know you've enjoyed your Davidson career.
That's right. Yeah, I'm getting excited to start the senior season.
Tell us about going to Georgetown. What's it going to be like?
You know, we're excited. My freshman class started off our career going up to Georgetown 4 years ago. So we're excited to get another shot at them, go back up to Georgetown, and pull off a big win this Saturday.
Tell us about what you do at Davidson. What are you studying?
I'm studying religion here at Davidson, and I'm also a Bonner Scholar, so a service scholar here at Davidson.
And what kind of things you do with the Bonner Scholar?
Primarily, I've been volunteering with a street magazine down in Charlotte for the homeless.
Okay. And what does that entail?
A lot of it is teaching writing classes or doing outreach in the inner city, getting to know people. So we kind of teach people how to write their stories and then share their stories.
Now, you didn't come, it's not a long way from TKK to get here, so how did you get to Davidson?
Well, my brother played here, and
Okay.
we played together in high school, so I was wanting to play one more year with him. Got the chance. He had a red shirt, so we got to play 2 years together, and that's kind of how I got here to Davidson.
So you kind of continue that Davidson legacy, I guess.
That's
a
right.
little bit. Right.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
someday down the road we may have another Casey.
We do right now. We got one in the freshman class. So,
Do we?
yeah,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
sir.
Well, see, I did not know that.
Yep.
I've got to do a little bit better research then. Now, what do you want folks to know about you, Nate?
I think that, it's been an awesome 4 years here at Davidson, and we're looking to cap off the senior season strong. It's been a building process for sure, but it's been just an honor to be a part of this team and a part of this building process, building a great Davidson college football tradition.
All right, Nate, we appreciate you stopping by. We've got Austin Wells coming up next. Welcome back. We're with Austin Wells, number 26, running back from Brentwood, Tennessee. And I forgot to mention that Nate Casey's got that number 11 on his back, just like Coach Nichols did. But I'm sure you're going to want to put a 26-something out there on the field so somebody else can shoot for it.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Trying to leave my own legacy. We've also got a young pup on defense that'll be wearing 26 this year, too. So two different guys to represent the number this year.
To kind of confuse the broadcasters, I guess.
That's right, absolutely. Hopefully we're not on the field at the same time.
Yeah, if they're on the field at the same time, we've got a problem.
Yes, sir.
But you're a junior. You've had a good career here at Davidson. Talk a little bit about that and tell us about your experience.
Yes, sir. Came in, was fortunate enough to play a lot as a freshman. And then my sophomore season, was able to play a lot, but was dealing with hip injury, and so that was a frustrating time for me, just not being able to do the things that I know I'm capable to do. And so going into my junior season, I'm looking forward to being able to get back out, be healthy, stay healthy throughout the course of the season, and hopefully have a good year with my teammates and send these seniors out on a good note with a few wins.
Now, you're not the biggest guy, so playing a running back, you take some shots, but how do you keep getting back up?
Yes, sir. I like to think that I'm slippery enough to not get hit too hard most of the time. Usually I'm able to keep myself in some pretty good situations as far as not taking head-on collisions, but there's definitely some times when I wish I was a little bit bigger out there.
Now, tell us about what you're studying here at Davidson.
I'm a political science major, and hopefully one day I will go to law school, and that's the plan as of now. But right now, studying poli-sci and just trying to get this degree.
Anything else you're doing away from football and away from the class?
Yes, sir. I'm involved with FCA, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and so I spend a lot of time with those girls and guys outside of class. And then other than that, just a normal college student. Like to hang out with my friends, play video games in my dorm, stuff like that.
All right. Well, I know you're ready for Georgetown this weekend.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a fun trip. There's a lot of energy in the locker room right now. A lot of guys excited to get back out on the field, open up this season, and open with a strong opponent. And we look forward to that challenge and look forward to playing against some of those guys and playing in a cool environment like there will be at Georgetown.
All right. Thanks a lot. Austin Wells, running back from Brentwood, Tennessee. I forgot to ask you. You're going to be close to home game 2 with Kentucky Wesleyan.
That's right. Just a few hours away, so hopefully I'll see some family up there, and hopefully we can get a win. And it'll be an exciting game for me, just being close to home and hopefully having some familiar faces in the crowd.
All right. Thanks a lot, Austin. Coming up next, Coach Paul Nichols will talk about Georgetown and the big weekend coming up. Coach, fans, we go live this weekend at Georgetown. I don't want to say measuring stick, but you and I both remember that last game at Georgetown, and we want to see a different result, don't we?
Well, Mark.
That's a bad way to ask that question.
That's okay. It's a big challenge for
Yeah.
us. It's something that we've been working very hard for throughout training camp. I got to be real honest, Mark. One game does not make or break
No,
a
it
season. it really gives our guys an opportunity to go perform and show what they've been working hard for. And you know, we're constantly on our guys about just taking care of the details and what they can control. And you know, we certainly cannot control anything about Georgetown, or for that matter, the rest of the opponents we play this year. But what we can control is our attitude and our effort, the way we prepare, our focus on the road. You know, it's going to be a huge challenge just going on the road. It's a 6 or 7 hour bus trip, and Georgetown's an outstanding football team. Rob Scarlato, their head football coach, has done a tremendous job, and they've got great talent. You know, we're going to do everything we possibly can to show up on Saturday and play as hard as we can for 60 minutes, and we think we'll make the Davidson Wildcat football nation very proud.
Keys to the game, Coach?
I think the keys are very simple. You know, it's interesting. Cal opened against Hawaii last Thursday, opened college football season. They immediately opened with a surprise onside. I think anytime you start the season, special teams are as critical as anything, because you can change the momentum in the field position. And the next most important thing is we've got to take care of the football, and we've got to take it away on defense. And beyond that, they're all different keys. But in a first game and an opener, we've got to do a great job on special teams, and we've got to make sure we take care of the football.
1 o'clock kickoff in Washington, D.C. We expect to see a lot of Davidson alums there and Davidson fans. You can follow along, DavidsonWildcats.com, or on the Davidson Radio Network from Learfield Sports. This has been the Davidson Football Coaches Show with Coach Paul Nichols, presented by J.J. Wade & Associates. I'm Mark Plemmons. Thanks for joining us.